Okay, so I'm going to do a quick video. It's something I've been meaning to do for a little while. Basically on the kind of setup I use to do my vague attempts at motovlogging, and just for people that just want to use a camera. Basically, the stuff I use is the cheapest shit you can possibly buy, whilst not being complete and utter shit. Excuse my language, but I thought it's quite useful because there's loads of reviews out there for the decent equipment, the GoPros, the drifts, all that kind of stuff. But I've been using kind of the budget pikey version of the same stuff. So it all does the same job, records audio and video at the same time. So instead of a GoPro, I got one of these, which is an SJ4000 copy, or no, it is an SJ4000. It's one of several different copies. The different manufacturers make the same camera, almost certainly made in China. And it basically records video, and it's got an internal mic, so there's no external mic or socket for one. It is what it is. There is a video on YouTube about doing a bodge for one of these, where you basically rip it to pieces, take the front off, and solder a mic socket in there. I can't even remember how I did watch it, and I just thought, no, that's going to go wrong. Sod that, I'll just keep it as it is. So it's it records in up to 1020, which is pretty good. It does 60 frames per second only in 720. If I said 1020, I meant 1080, obviously. It takes pictures in 12 megabytes, if I remember correctly. And if you want to see the quality of the video, obviously I'm using my phone to do this because the camera's here. It would be hard to film itself. Could have done it in front of a mirror, I suppose. But if you want to see the quality, see any of my videos, click on any of the other links and they'll all be using this. The reason I'm doing this is I'm actually kind of got a bit of money, and I thought I might as well get an upgrade to one of the better cameras. I'm not entirely sure what. The biggest downside to this camera, so before I actually say that, with this camera you also get a load of, like when you buy a GoPro, a load of gubbins. I mean, it's all basically copied off a GoPro. I'm sure a lot of the parts are intercompatible as well. But you get this thing, which is waterproof or not, depending on which back you have on it. I have the one with a gap in it, so that's not technically waterproof at the moment. Although it's fine in the rain, it's just I won't take it underwater. You get a different back as well, you can switch. You get lots of these feet and connectors, so you can... Mine sits on top of my helmet. A lot of people have it at the side, so they can have the kind of camera sticking to the side, so it gives it a bit more of a realistic pilot's view, but I'm not fussed about that. There was a load of other little bits. These are the only ones I've really used. Just these feet and stuff like that. You can try different configurations. Okay, yeah, so one of the big downsides of this camera, and also I believe the GoPro, which is sort of putting me off that, is the battery. So I have, this isn't one of the batteries that come with it, actually this one might be, a bit dusty. They're crap, basically. On the highest settings, so if you want to record at 1080, you get an hour. If you turn the settings down, you maybe get an hour and a half. But then obviously you sacrifice quality. So that's a pain in the arse, and because of that, I bought lots of spares. Little, I think for 10 quid you can get 2 batteries with a slightly higher milliamp. I think this one's, focus, that's 900 milliamp, and these are 1100. So these ones do last a bit longer. Yeah, you get, for 10 quid you get 2 of them and a charger with a cable. So that's just something you plug in. I usually plug it into my computer. The other downside is, so as I said, it's got no internal mic socket, so no 3.5mm jack. But it does obviously record sounds through it. If you're on a motorbike, it's terrible. Wind noise, anything over 10 miles an hour or anywhere in the UK with our usual winds is just shit. So I don't use that. So for sound, I use the phone that's being recorded on now, which is just an Samsung S5, I think it is, and the stock kind of recording app, so the one that come with it. And I literally, this is my best budget thing. A pair of these headphones, which are they say Samsung on them. They cost about £3 off Amazon, and I buy packets of 5 at a time because I tend to go through quite a lot. But they're actually really well made, even though I go through a lot. I'm just clumsy. But they're really well made. The sound quality for the actual headphones is really good. And the audio, see, I plug them into my phone. I hook, there's a microphone in there. So I hook that over one of my ears and just poke that somewhere near my mouth. It doesn't have to be right over it. I literally record, so whenever I want to vlog, I'll record it, and to sync it up, you just literally, obviously that's on top of my helmet recording, and that's in my helmet. I've got a little chin strap, and it rests just nicely in there. Just literally clap or headbutt something or whatever you want to do to make a sound, and then when you put it onto your editing software on your PC, you can just literally line them up, and suddenly everything's synced. Amazing. But yeah, I think the camera cost, I think I got paid 65 for it. It's pretty cheap. I'm sure they're cheaper than that now. The only, I've had it about a year. The only reliability issue, it's not even an issue. One of the buttons, it works, but it's like flattened in, which may have been me. Yeah, that one there. And it's a zoom button, so if you want to zoom in and out. And again, it still works. Never actually use it anyway. But it has kind of been pressed in too hard, which may be a sign that it's not particularly well made, which it is obviously made on the cheap. Yeah, they're £3, and my phone, everyone's got a phone anyway, so literally under £70, and you get a reasonably decent picture. Again, it's not going to compete with the drifts and the GoPros that are doing 60 frames per second at 1080, but it's okay. And certainly if you wanted to use it as a insurance, insurance, in case you have an accident, kind of, prove liability in a claim, absolutely fine. I mean, I'll turn it down to 720 and 30 frames per second, and it record, you'll see everything. Just won't be as clear as it could be, and the battery might actually last a bit longer. But yeah, that's the main downside of the battery. If you're using it regularly, I go out with a friend who's got a Drift Ghost S, I think, and he gets like 2 to 3 hours out of a charge. So he only has one spare battery. Literally, that'll do virtually a day's riding. This, if you're going out for literally count these as an hour each. I've got 5 batteries in total. I'd literally have to change one. Obviously, you don't know when it's run out either, so it doesn't make any sense. You can't hear it through the helmet. You've got to keep checking your mirror to see if the light's still flashing. But yeah, that's it. So, anyone wanted to start vlogging, or not just motor vlogging, doing anything else, and you want a budget, this is all you need. About £60 and £3 and a camera that's kind of capable of recording, which is everything nowadays, I would say. Cool, and that's it. I thought I'd do a video, first time for a while. Thanks for watching. Bye.